towing the line on the bear game.
Hey.
If he don't know, nobody knows. Sorry to see.
Well, how come I late night?
You're a jagger.
Not this. What? Is yours?
That's what.
Remember that scene from Casino where Tony stabs the guy with the pen in the neck? He's in a bar and the guy's getting cocky with Lefty Rosenthal, Robert De Niro.
I vaguely, yes. Okay,
So he got stabbed a bunch of times in the neck by Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
That actually didn't happen in a bar. It happened across the street from Tony's house on that car wash on Harlem Avenue. My dad happened to be driving by and seeing Tony got in a fight with a guy who was much taller than him, stabbed him in the neck a couple times. My dad pulled in the lot to go over to see if he needed a hand.
Yeah.
And he said, no, just get out of here. I got this.
Are you talking about like Harlem and Randolph?
Before Roosevelt.
Right before Roosevelt.
Yeah, it's a couple blocks before Roosevelt. On the west side of the street, there's a car wash there. The car wash is still there. On the east side of the street, about a block away, is where Tony and Michael used to have the duplex.
Okay. Yeah, because there was another car wash over there, like at Randolph, where the 7-Eleven and the gas station is. But okay, so it's towards Roosevelt. Oh wow.
Okay. So, but anyway.
So he stabbed him in
outside the car wash.
And your dad happened to be driving by and seen it.
Yeah, pulled over there to see if he needed a hand. Now that's what my dad told me. Because him and Tony told me a lot of stories about him and Tony. Because again, they grew up in the same neighborhood. And
so they were friendly. They were friendly.
Yes.
There's people in the mob that are friendly. So,
what does that say to you? I mean, these people have just vanished?
Because this time they're still missing. We don't know what happened to them. The car was parked out there. They could have certainly parked it. Somebody else could have certainly parked it. We have no knowledge.
Oak Park investigators to speculate that the Spilotros are being kept quiet by the mob's method of choice, murder.
The possibility does exist, naturally. Naturally, considering the background of both individuals.
48-year-old Tony and 41-year-old Michael were last seen Saturday here at Michael's home in West.
We are in Oak Park, Illinois, at 1102 South Maple. This is the home of the Michael Spilotro brother between Michael and Anthony. Anthony was portrayed by Joe Pesci in the movie Casino. This is the home that both Michael and Anthony left from, and this is the home they were last seen alive in. As they left, they obviously thought something may be up, something may be about to occur, because they both left their wallet and all their jewelry at this house. Michael also told his wife that if I'm not back by 9 o'clock, it's all bad. That was his quote. If I'm not back by 9 o'clock, it's all bad. So then you ask yourself, what makes a man, what makes two men, two brothers, walk themselves into a basement in which they know that there's a chance they might be murdered? Well, how is that possible? Why would that happen? Well, I think to figure that out, right, you would think that that's the nature of the beast. That's not the first time they've probably walked into a basement in which they've left their, or gone somewhere in which they've left their valuables at home, or thought they might get hit, right? It's kind of the nature of the beast. They were lucky each and every other time in which it wasn't the case. They weren't under attack. I just left Michael's house, Michael Spilotro's house, which is on this block, and we're gonna go past the car wash where the story you just heard took place, and it's on a main road. So what I'm thinking is Frank Calabrese Sr., Frank the Breeze, famous mob hitman, captain of the Chinatown crew, his own Chinatown crew, was coming from over here somewhere, because where we live, our town is that way, in the direction we're going. Now, he had to be on the south side somewhere, because he wouldn't be on this side of the expressway, because normally when you come from my town and you come this way, you come in to go to the expressway, and the expressway is in front of us. So I don't know why he would have passed the expressway. He had to be going to somewhere like Berwyn or Lyons or something off Harlem Avenue is my guess, living over here my whole life. So there's a car wash up here. Now this is brand new construction, or newer construction. Obviously this was not the same one from the 80s, but I think it's the same lot because it's exactly where Frank said it would be. It's right there. So he's driving by here, and Anthony is in this lot stabbing someone with a pen, and he obviously stops. And like I said, it's a busy street right here. This is Harlem Avenue. The expressway 290 is right in front of us. He stops, he sees Anthony, and he pulls in here. And he asks Anthony if he needs a hand, because they grew up together in a place called The Patch. The Patch is on the west side of Chicago. It's Grand and Western. And it was where a lot of Italian immigrants lived. It was the first place they settled. There's a poor area. No, Italians don't live over there anymore. The west side's pretty predominantly Hispanic and black. My family, before they moved over here, they lived on the west side also. But they didn't live by the Patch. They lived closer to like Division and Pulaski. So I mean, if you're not from Chicago, you wouldn't know where that's at. But it's not. It's more south than there, southwest.